This year I've decided to do the Hurtin' Albertan 575. Sleep monster's starting to kick in. The Hurtin' Albertan 575 was resurrected by the ABC Bikepacking group. Starts in Airdrie, loops out to the foothills, comes back through Airdrie, and loops back out to Drumheller. Then comes back to Airdrie for a total of 575 kilometers. It's a resurrection of the original Hurtin' Albertan, which I believe the last year that was run was in 2017. Funny enough, I actually won that year. So if I come back this year, I am the defending champion. I don't think I've ever said that before. But this year, I will be a 52-year-old, somewhat out of shape, returning champion. The race is about 4 weeks away, and I've had a pretty busy spring, and haven't had much time for actual training. But I'm coming into this race a little bit overweight, no real training rides per se, so pretty much whatever endurance I have is what I've got. I don't think there's too much I can do it's going to be really that fruitful. Currently weighed in this morning at about 176. I'd like to try to drop that down a little bit over the month, so I think that's going to be my strategy, is try to watch my diet as close as possible. But I am pretty active, so I'm not too worried. We just did a trip in Calgary this last weekend, which was really good for the base. Rode basically the circumference of Calgary with Kristen and some friends to get a 160k ride in. Then a couple of days later we did what they call the 802 challenge, where we climb up Calgary Tower on the stairs, so 802 steps. I have no illusions that I'm not going to be that fast, and I'm racing against a bunch of younger fast riders that are probably just going to destroy the course. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try my best to just ride the whole thing straight through. That's the workout. It's hard work. So my goal of being less than 170 before the race does not look like it's going to come into fruition. Weighed in this morning at about 173. So that's what it's going to be. The humble abode for the night for the race tomorrow. So this is the first time I'm all alone on a race. Kristen couldn't come with me because she had to take care of our old skinny pig Snert at home. Lonely. Breakfast today is fried rice and turkey flakes. So we emerged from the Comfort Inn and Suites hotel back there. Very, very nice place. Again, I slept not the greatest, which is weird. Managed to really get some good sleep starting at about, like, I don't know, 1 a.m. or so. So that's not ideal, but it worked out. Got the bike ready to go. It's a little bit gray. It's a beautiful sunny day yesterday, but it's actually pretty warm this morning. It's like 12-14 degrees, I think. So the weather actually looks not too bad to start. I might even be overdressed. It might be kind of hot to start. So we'll see when the rain begins. They say it's supposed to rain in the next couple hours or so. So. Good morning.
It is chunky.
Intrepid explorers.
Why are you pulling me? From here. This is the soft start we need. Like 20 years ago. Anybody see what Mikey did yesterday?
All this lycra and bulging quads. Compared to my bulging belly. See how this shakes up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be looking at taillights disappear in the distance pretty quick. You barely see the dots way up ahead. I'm officially last place, and it's pretty windy. I'm only maybe 10k in, 1/60th of the way. Hooray! So we're about I don't know, 25k in. I got two riders about a kilometer ahead of me, which is pretty nice. I expect to be fully dropped by now, but maybe not. Let's go on, horses. Little horse. Oh, he just bit little horse. Why is he dead? That's not very nice. Big horse bit little horse on the buttocks. It's not very friendly. I think I came out of the gate a bit too hot. So I'm gonna try to back it off. I can sense cramps on my horizon if I don't dial it back a little bit. Heart rate seems a little bit high. Probably let the adrenaline get to me a little bit too much. Knowing how fast the field is out here, those really quick riders in their lycra, I know that there's no real chance of like placing or anything unless something makes them pull out for whatever reason. So I'm gonna try to just fulfill my objective of having a nice big long ride, going at my pace, try to be steady, try to be consistent, try not to stop, and not worry about anybody else. So that means backing it off a little bit so my legs don't turn into a cramped, decrepit, knurled mess of knotted muscle later on, which I could totally see happening if I don't back it off a bit. But it's the epitome of prairie farmland. We got the hay bales, got the ranch houses. Another potentially impassable if it was all muddy and gross, but it's not. These are some of my favorite parts. I love this kind of stuff. Amazon delivers everywhere. Lonely gravel road. Horsies. I like seeing the horses. They make me happy. So it's starting to rain. The age-old question: do you put on the rain gear or not? I usually try to tough it out. I'm probably not going to wait too long, but it's not supposed to rain a lot. It's raining with a little more purpose now. Ooh, nibs. Maybe I'll have nibs too. Alright, we're at the wiper store. I saw Jeff and a couple of the riders, but they were just leaving. And put on the old rain gear. Look at those dirty feet. So rare to see the wild horses out here. So very cool. So I'm at probably 120k mark. I still feel pretty good actually, considering I'm a untrained old piece of coal. Still got snow in these parts. Oh, it's gorgeous out here though. And heard this wacky bird made this weird sound. I've never heard it before. It's kind of like a don't know, one of those, it's that Australian bird that makes a lot of crazy noises, the, I don't know, wabatu or something. It sounded kind of like that. It was like this sound. I think I'm officially last place again. Grinding along in the single speed, trying not to blow up, and got caught again. But that's okay. Keep on cruising. In it for the long haul, so you never know what's going to happen in the future. Just trying to make sure I don't destroy my legs with my lack of training. I was walking and walking and walking. It's too muddy, got a cramp, so I had to shoot some vinegar, kind of back off and walk some more. Try to eat as much as I can and get out of my low. Yummy. Gotta love rural Alberta. So I'm in a nice cruisy paved part. I don't know if it's like flat or slightly downhill. Pretty easy to keep up to my maximum speed on my gear ratio. So I should be enjoying this, right? It is very nice to not have to be slogging through a bunch of mud up some steep hills, but there's a lot to be said for doing something hard, but it makes it interesting. It was warm and everything was going well. Then yeah, as I just kept cruising along in this big wide open valley, meets the Ghost Valley, something like that. Started feeling tired and just kind of waiting for my next turn, which was in 4.4 kilometers. It's good and funny and strange that the low is on such a nice, pleasant place to ride. Paved, smooth, easy to keep up my speed with very little effort. Heart rate's kind of at like resting rate. That's the way it goes, I guess. The mind plays the tricks on you. Feeling kind of devoid of energy, tired, legs are tired, so thought I'd take a break, lube the train because it's been making some horrible sounds, and I don't know, gotta pee. Hello, Mr. Owl. Oh, wow, it's awesome. Hey dears. There, dear. Dear. Off the line. Alright, sun's going down on the day. Feeling pretty gassed, like anytime I've got any sort of hill or I gotta put effort in the pedals, it's kind of just a big grind. So let's keep plodding along, it'll be alright. Good bright lights of imagery if you can actually see them. Alright, just had some Tim Hortons turkey bacon club and a coffee. Bike's looking a little bit soiled. Feeling pretty good overall. Feel it's getting colder now. It's about floating around 0 Celsius. So heading off into the darkness. I'm just gonna try to hold it together through the night as I drive off or ride off to Drumheller. The bustling urban center of Irricana at whatever time it is. a bunch of scrub, kind of driven over hayfield grass stuff. Beautiful downtown Rockyford at about 4 in the morning. Well, I made it through the night. Look at that sunrise over there. Yeah, I managed to ride through the night. Got a couple of 10-minute naps. Not feeling super fresh right now. The Badlands is a cool area. Oh, I'm grinding to a halt though. I'm gonna have to hoof it. So much walking. Alright, I'm not going very fast. The 11 Bridges Road. 11 of these bad boys. Welcome to Lil Wayne. So there's a loop. It goes from Rosedale back around up the steep river valley and goes around about 40k back to Drumheller. And the two race leaders did it. Said it was like crazy death mud. One of the race leaders is the organizer, so he posted a detour to just take the highway back to Drumheller. And I thought about it. The second or third place guy did it, and he did it pretty fast. So, and he's ahead of me by a few hours for sure. So I'm kind of figuring it's a pretty nice day. Nice, somewhat cloudy, but it's getting pretty warm. So I figure it's dried out. And taking a detour because of mud just doesn't sit right with me. So I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna see what happens. So this might set me back a ways, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's pretty good. Well, I'm sure it's not good, but hopefully it's manageable, doable, so it doesn't take me 7 hours to finish it. Amazing view. It's pretty awesome. I gave this part a try. Nobody's come this way, and that is why. Wee bit muddy hiking up this stuff. Each foot weighs an extra couple of pounds. Unfortunately, that's the same stuff as far as the eye can see. Clean the mud off the shoe. Peanutty, peanutty, pizza. Yummy. Hey girl. Oh, maybe it's a guy. Hey boy. How you doing? Wide open prairies. Nothing to see here, folks. Good evening, folks. So I've been awake for about 36 hours now. Still feel fairly alert. I've taken 2 10-minute naps, 1 15-minute nap. If I stare in one place a little bit too long, I start seeing things on the side of my vision. Clumps of dirt and rocks that are looking like little birds. So I'm losing my marbles a little bit. So yeah, sun's starting to set. Sleep monster's kicking in. Doesn't take long before I start feeling it. Feel like that unbearable urge to take a nap. But I know the more I nap, the longer it's going to take. It's going to drag this out for like 12 hours. I don't want to do that. I don't know, like 80 kilometers to go. So yeah, hopefully I can hold it together and not fall asleep. Everything's shimmering on the sides of my vision when I start getting dozy. Start seeing things, it's hard to kind of focus. So hopefully it doesn't get too much worse, but as it gets darker, it's harder to fight. I know that for a fact. So I'll be, I think, struggling hard when the sun sets. But all I gotta do is keep it together to get back. It's less than 100K now. That's a day ride. I can do a day ride. I can get that done. I cannot stop talking to myself. Once I stop talking to myself, things start falling apart. So I've just got to keep talking and talking and talking. I'm talking about everything I could possibly think of. If I keep talking, I'm keeping my sanity. I'm really starting to see things now. Like, can't recognize what's in the ditch. I'm like, hey, there's like an animal over there. Oh, no, just a piece of trash. You know, what's that? I don't know, that kind of looks like a hairy bison to me, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a big pile of grass. So I'm gonna keep plowing along, kind of working out so far, so I'm just gonna try to keep holding it together. Keep talking to myself over and over and over again. Well, we've come back to Airdrie, back to the scene of the crime. As far as I know, I'm the 3rd place finisher and also the Lanterne Rouge. Hooray! So this is the first time finishing with no one to greet me at the finish line. So lonely.